Welcome to today's edition of Arelyel Roll Sandwich. This series is inspired by adventures in Arelyel on YouTube and TikTok, so be sure to give him a check out. Let's roll for today's sandwich alignment, shall we? And we get to neutral evil. We're going to be rolling for chaos. Alright, we have a few items here for our chaos roll. We have two. We're going to be adding D4 number of spells. So instead of one spellcasting roll, we're going to be doing 3 spellcasting rolls. 1 plus 2. Alright, let's roll for our sandwich base, shall we? Today we get 6 cinnamon raisin bagels. Here we are, some a little bit different today. I'm a little bit worried about this though, considering that we're going to be putting 3 spices on. Now let's roll to see what we're going to be doing with those bagels. Number 2, nothing. The Rainbow Bridge found something interesting with our bagels here. If you look really closely at the raisins and the hole in the bagel, they look like 2 smiley faces.
Turn them around, you have a frown.
Yeah, turn that frown upside down. Let's go ahead and roll for our main. We get 6 fajita chicken. We forgot that we had mixed both the fajita chicken and fajita beef together for a tortilla night. So instead of doing just fajita chicken, we have a mix of fajita chicken and beef on our sandwich today. Alright, let's roll for dairy. We get 8 today, which is Clancy's Cheese Melt. The Clancy's Cheese Melt is basically Aldi's version of Velveeta. So, I'm not much of a fan of cheese melt personally, but I mean, we'll see how it works. It might work alright with the fajita chicken and beef, we'll see. Alright, let's roll our 2d12 for the harvest. We get 3 onion and 1 cilantro. Alright, I think those are not too bad of choices. The onion will add a nice crunch and a nice flavor to the to complement the fajita chicken and beef, I think. And then the cilantro will add a nice bite to the sandwich with its herbal or herby taste.
Well, if you thought the chaos roll was enough chaos, you were wrong. It isn't even day of the month, and that means it's time to roll my deviant roll. And we are going to put number 15, more Berry Medley on your sandwich.
The Curse of Dakota lives on. This is the 3rd time that we got Berry Medley in the deviant roll for Dakota. Got some cats there getting a little rambunctious, sorry about that. Okay, as part of our chaos roll, we're gonna have to roll spellcasting not once, not twice, but 3 times. So here we go. We're gonna start with number 10, which is Smokehouse Maple. Then we have number 6, Lemon Pepper. And then finally number 15, Pumpkin Pie Spice. What a combination. That is a lot of different flavors that are going to be going on here.
We're doomed.
We're doomed. I'm not too sure about this sandwich now. But wait, there's more. We still gotta roll potion. So for potion, we get number 19, tartar sauce.
No! No! Seriously?
Seriously. Ah, hell no! I don't think that is going to work at all with this sandwich. There is way too many spices on here. Then there's the Berry Medley, and now tartar sauce with the fajita chicken and beef. I don't know about this one, Rainbow Bridge. Alright, and here's what it looks like cut in half. Does not look very appetizing to me. Looks like a bunch of berry stuff. Alright, time to give this questionable sandwich a try. Rainbow Bridge is making a face over here.
Yes.
That's the challenge. I'm gonna be real with you. This sandwich does not work well, but I thought it would be worse than it is.
The more I eat.
It gets worse. What's coming through for What's coming through for you?
The spices. With the berries.
Yeah, I noticed, well, at least for me and my half of the sandwich, what's really coming through is the flavors of the cinnamon raisin bagel, the berries, and the pumpkin pie spice. Those three flavors are coming in the strongest for me.
And
Which-
the tartar sauce for me.
I'm not really getting much of the tartar sauce other than the texture, which is weird. But the sweet flavors are coming out pretty strong. And they're kind of, sort of trying to cover up the other flavors for me. Which is okay. I mean, it kind of makes it more tolerable. We'll just put it that way. It's still not a great sandwich, but for me it makes it a little bit more tolerable. I tried to microwave the berries a little bit longer than last time so that they weren't so freezing cold. But now I ended up making them a little bit too warm and mushy. And the nice thing, at least for me, is that I can't taste the Clancy's cheese melt, which is good because I don't really like cheese melt. We have a cat over here that's meowing, wanting a taste of this sandwich.
If you take off the berries
Mm-hmm.
and the tartar sauce, it'd probably be a decent sandwich.
Okay.
And probably a lot of pumpkin spice.
Here's my proposal. Lose the berries, lose the tartar sauce, lose the Clancy's cheese melt, replace the fajita meat with bacon, and we might have a good sandwich. Because sweet flavors work well with bacon, and we got the sweetness of the cinnamon raisin bagel plus the pumpkin pie spice. And I think that would have gone well with the bacon. Man, this cat really wants a piece of this sandwich. Can't hear him now, but he was meowing off camera. Okay, that last bite wasn't so pleasant because I don't have the meat to help. Okay, Rainbow Bridge, any final thoughts about that sandwich?
Do not like.
Do not like.
No, like I said, I mean, Berry Medley, pumpkin spice, tartar sauce. Seriously? Ugh.
That was definitely a chaotic sandwich for sure.
Yes, very.
There was a lot going on with that sandwich, and although some of the flavors worked, ultimately it was too much, and for me the texture wasn't that great either because of the mushy berries. So yeah, definitely not really a decent sandwich. Rainbow Bridge, I'm gonna let you go first. What would you rate that sandwich at on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'll give it a 3.
You're giving it a 3? I'm going 4 on this one, because I've had much worse sandwiches than this. Definitely not a good one, but I've had much worse. Alright, our final score for today's sandwich is going to be a 3.5 out of 10, and we're going to call this one Medley in Berry Affairs. Thank you everybody for tuning in to today's edition of Arelyel Roll Sandwich. Once again, be sure to check out Adventures in Ardia on YouTube and TikTok, which is the original Roll for Sandwich series, which this is inspired from. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and have a great day.